Chosen, the photo that you just saw is a direct representation of what is yet to come. The ancestors are speaking very, very loud. So we are getting ready to have a discussion in regards to what you can expect, because the signs and the symbolism are speaking loud and clear. Let's get into it, y'all. Visit chhaviZanesGuidance.com if you want to purchase any of the products that I have created. I have 6 different decks for you to choose from: Ancestors Money, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and Madam C.J. Walker. I also have the Spiritual Cleanse, where you can cleanse your energy every time you take a shower. It consists of frankincense, myrrh, Palo Santos, and sage. You can also order my miniature altars. You can get my book full of channeled messages, and order your Straight Outta Religion hats and t-shirts. You can also get a 15-minute, 30-minute, or 1-hour session over the phone with me, where you can ask as many questions as you'd like. So definitely check out the description box as well as the comment section to book your services and to purchase your products. So Chosen, it is time to get excited, okay? It is time to get excited. When I woke up this morning, I didn't even plan on getting up that early. My dog Nugget was barking like it was nobody's business. And I'm like, okay, I must have got an Amazon package, or maybe the mailman is out there early. I don't know what's going on. But he would not stop. So my children, they started yelling to the top of their lungs, like, Mommy, Mommy. Now, we've seen the turkeys before, but never this many turkeys. I'm talking about, it was dozens of them. That picture does not even do it justice, but I had to capture what I could from the angle. You know, I really wanted to show you all, especially the male birds that was very puffed up and like really out there flexing, y'all. Really out there flexing. Consider, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to think that you are showing off, Chosen, because this next level up for you is getting ready to be so obvious and so apparent that no one is going to miss it, okay? When I saw all of those turkeys this morning, it was like they were coming through in droves, like it was a whole parade, okay? They said, y'all are going to see us, and you will see us today. And of course, because I have my dog, who is my alert system, I could have easily missed that, right? They could have come, you know, did what they did, and they would have been gone. But my dog made sure that I got up and walked my behind downstairs to see exactly what the ancestors were trying to convey. This is a collective shift that's happening for a group of chosen seed. I feel like these shifts, the level ups that's happening, are happening in like droves, but it's a collective thing that's happening. So when you see a lot of turkeys like that, first of all, what it's showing is that not only is the harvest plentiful, but we're talking about a harvest that you will eat on for a long time, okay? Consider this particular analogy. Now, I know some of you all are vegans and vegetarians out there, so you may not like this, the way that I'm getting ready to describe this, but don't act like you didn't know, okay? Don't act like you ain't know back in the day. If you ever had a turkey, right? Especially for those who used to celebrate Thanksgiving, most of us did at some point, right? And you get that turkey, and you got that big fat turkey. It's the one thing out of the entire meal that's going to last for a long time. So now you got to try to come up with recipes: turkey soup, turkey sandwich, turkey eggs, turkey, I don't know, turkey this, turkey that. Okay, throw it up in some greens. We got to do something with this turkey because it's so much, right? Take a few plates. It's extra, right? It represents the harvest that keeps on giving, okay? So when you see a lot of turkeys like that, just know that this is not fleeting. This is not something where it's like, okay, you get a nice little blessing that comes through, or, you know, a gift that comes through from the ancestors and it's gone just as fast as you got it. No, this is a gift that keeps on giving. This is grounded elevation, y'all. Grounded elevation. Now, consider also when the turkeys are like puffed up like that, because y'all saw some of the turkeys was like really puffed up, feathers sticking out. Those were the male turkeys, right? That's the energy of claiming territory, claiming what is yours. So you will be confidently claiming what is yours. This is not a season of, you know, trying to stay in the shadows or dim your light because you don't want to insult someone. You don't want anybody else feeling like they're left out. No, this is the season of claiming what is yours and doing it loudly, boldly, proudly, but still remaining grounded, because consider the turkey, they walk on the ground, right? So you're still remaining grounded, still maintaining your gratitude and your humility. But at the same time, there is no shame in this harvest here, because many of you know that you have earned this. You have earned this gift. It has been a long season of perseverance, not giving up. Okay, you sustain that energy. You maintain gratitude for the smallest of gifts that was given to you, because many of you, you have been receiving gifts, right? And for some of you, you might have felt like, well, you got the big seed, you got the big harvest, but no. Your ancestors and angels stored up the major harvest for later. They said, if they think they got something now, just wait, because they're really getting ready to see an elevation. And this is a surprise, y'all. It's a surprise, because even with the way that I felt and responded, and my children was like, mommy, everybody excited, the dog excited. I look outside and I'm like, whoa, whoa. Especially because I've never seen a turkey puffed up like that, first of all, not in real life, and it was a lot of them. And so also consider that those turkeys that's puffed up with the wings expanded, it represents the protection, the level of protection that you have from your spiritual team. Because trust and believe, I would not want to have to confront those turkeys. Yeah, I looked outside, and one of the neighbors across the street, he started throwing rocks at him. I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. But I think he had to pull out of his driveway. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, what's going on? I don't want to have to confront these big ass things, but it's really given that energy of you are divinely protected. There's no one and there's nothing that's going to come in to interfere with this harvest that is coming in for you, chosen. Okay, so this is dependable overflow, is steady, but we're also talking about strategic favor. Strategic favor. So the Most High Mother and Father was very strategic in terms of how they presented this next upgrade to you, chosen. They gave you the smaller favors just to see what you was going to do with it, just to see how you would respond, even when, okay, well, they gave you a favor last year. How you going to respond when it seems a little dry? How you going to respond when things are not as steady as they were before? You passed the test out there. I know you did. There is a group of chosen seed that passed the test. And so this is the next level up of harvest. I'm telling y'all, it's big. Don't sleep on it. I'm telling you, this is big, considering that the display comes before reward. Display comes before reward. So you always receive some sort of feeling, some sort of gut intuitive insight, or some sort of dream or vision or thought process, or some sort of sign and synchronicity that lets you know that something big is getting ready to happen. Display comes before reward. But a lot of times people are so fixated on their worries and, caught up in karmic situations and things, like they don't see the signs that says, look, there's potential over here. You just got to pay attention to the signs that we're sending you, because the angels and ancestors are always sending you signs to let you know, like, look, there's something great that's getting ready to happen, but you have to have your spiritual eyes open. So that display has been shown to you, and many of you have been paying attention. And now your spiritual team is like, look, we're getting ready to put a parade show on for you. We're getting ready to put on a show to let you know, like, this is here, is coming for you. You've done the work. Congratulations. Okay. So for those of you that are watching this message, more than likely you are a part of that group. More than likely you are a part of the group who have done the work. Okay. So your abundance is being multiplied. I didn't just see one turkey. I didn't just see 2, 3, 4, 5. No, if I had to count all of those turkeys, I'll probably say it had to be about 35 turkeys outside this morning. Okay. It was a lot of turkeys. I'm like, damn, where did they come from? Like, usually I think the most that I have seen, sometimes I'll see 2. The most that I've seen was about 7. This morning was a parade. I'm trying to tell you, they was like, look, today is the day. It's like they gathered in a meeting and said, today is the day that we come up, we show up and we show out. And they did just that. So I can sense that your spiritual team, they have been behind the scenes collaborating and strategically planning on when they would release this next level blessing to you. It's been planned and strategically placed, especially because over the last few seasons, you have been getting small favors, right? Some of you may consider them to be big things. Like for me personally, I feel like the things that the Most High Mother and Father and my spiritual team have done for me, they're big gifts, right? But your spiritual team is like, look, those are small in comparison to what we really have in store for you. We just wanted to see, how would you manage those things, right? How would you show appreciation and gratitude for those things? And will you safeguard those things, or will you squander them and let other people come and trample over the gifts that we have given you? You all did not do that. And so because you made a firm decision to not do that, you are now seeing a multiplied abundance, okay? We are talking about expansion that is happening right there before your eyes, but this is also happening. Consider the expansion happens before manifestation, right? So you have been growing. You have been expanding. That's the expansion that's been happening. Not only that, but you've been making room for the manifestation to come through. So part of making room was clearing your mind, removing fears, clearing out insecurities, self-doubt, any energy that could block you internally. And you also began clearing your space externally. Unhealthy friendships, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy work dynamics. Like, you have been making space. So you have expansion before manifestation. And I also found it to be kind of interesting because my son, he has his bedroom, and it's been the same since we moved into our house. And I think the way that I had the furniture placed, it made the bedroom look a lot smaller than what it is. But last night, he was just like, I want to switch it around a little bit. And we moved one thing. And it gave the room like an extra half of a room. And I'm like, damn, how the hell? It's so weird how all you got to do is just shift something. It could be just one thing that you notice and you move it to another direction, and then suddenly expansion happens. And then here we turn around this morning and we see all of the turkeys. So it's all about making room, expansion before manifestation. And you all have been doing that. So also consider, we are looking at claiming territory, okay? You are claiming what is inherently yours. When the male birds are puffed up and they're, showing their strength, they're showing their leadership, their ability to protect, is also saying they are claiming what is theirs, which in that case, they're claiming the female bird, right? Or in hopes that she'll claim him, choose him so that he can then claim her. But it's this energy of claiming what is yours with confidence, knowing that nobody is going to touch it. This next level up, it just displays that you have been very, very confident that whatever it is that you work on, no one can come in and disrupt your favor. No one can come in and take away anything that you have built. And it takes a lot of healing to get to that headspace, okay? Because we're reared up in a society where the powers that were have you thinking that you can't keep nothing. Nothing is yours. Everything is always up for grabs. It's always about finders, keepers, losers, weepers, right? That's what we was taught since a child, that nothing is ever really secure or yours. But you have come to the place where you recognize that spiritual favor is real, okay? And as long as you are on a particular level spiritually, it must manifest in the 3D, and it is fixed, it is stable, it is rooted. And the only one that's going to disrupt that is the Most High Mother and Father, or you squandering your own gifts or your inheritance. That's it, and that's all. No one else has the authority or the power to take from you what is divinely yours. This is destiny. This is fated. So you've come to that space mentally and emotionally, will you recognize that this is in fact your portion? And so there is, oh, that's another thing, public recognition. Public recognition. You are getting ready to be in the public eye. And when I say public eye, this could be like within your community. This could be within your workplace. This could be on social media or any form of media. Because of the expansion that's happening in your life, a lot of people are going to take notice of it. That's what the turkeys in droves represented. You cannot miss it. Everyone is going to stop and look in your direction, because what is getting ready to happen for you is going to be the very thing that is going to shock. It is going to shock a lot of people. It's going to shock you. It is going to shock a lot of people. So get ready to be in the spotlight. That's another thing. It's not because you're going out saying, hey, look what I got. Hey, this is what I've been gifted and favored with. No, it's because your gift, your expansion, your inheritance is going to announce itself, because it's just that big. It's just like inheriting a mansion. If you inherit a mansion, you go and you move in, right? You're not out there like, hey, look what I got. No, the mansion is announcing itself, because as soon as people drive by, they're like, damn, that's a big house. I wonder who lives there. And then you outside doing mowing the lawn or whatever, and now people know it's you. It's not because you was flaunting or flexing it. It's just off the strength that it's yours. Okay? And it's just that big to where it is very noticeable, and people cannot unsee the favor that is over your life, chosen. So just get ready, y'all. Get ready. If you're ready for this overflow, put an 1111 in the chat. If you are ready for this overflow, put a fire emoji in the chat. If you are seeing signs and synchronicities that's like grand announcements from your ancestors, I would love for you all to share that with us, because this is a collective movement that is happening for the chosen seed. And I am extremely excited. My spiritual team never failed to surprise me in ways where it's like, but I just have, as long as that energy is high, as long as that spirit of infinite possibilities is present, I promise you, my spiritual team never fail. And I know that you all have the same favor. So that's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I'll talk to y'all soon. Visit earthgoddessadornments.com. This is not just jewelry. Each piece is handmade with genuine crystals, created for women who carry divine energy, beauty, and power. No two pieces are ever the same, because no two goddesses are the same. Every crystal is intentionally chosen to enhance your aura and elevate your spiritual vibration. This is spiritual adornment that meets class, beauty, and a bold modern edge, designed to move effortlessly from ritual to real life. Visit earthgoddessadornments.com and get your unique piece today.